This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button. Smash that subscribe button. Okay, so Luce Cannon, Loose Lips spoke his way into jail. Now I'm hearing rumors that some of these guys, I don't know which ones, I'm assuming Loose Lips here, maybe Brick Baby. I heard Brick Baby got poked up. I don't know if that's true or not. A lot of things are coming out of these guys being locked up. I wouldn't be surprised because he was on podcasts talking smack for a long time. The last place you want to be is in jail, and he's involved in like gang politics. But he also thought he was a lot tougher than he was. I saw a clip of him earlier. Everyone's putting all these clips back up that I didn't even see half these clips that came out over the past 2 years of he was talking spicy, like, oh, yeah, you knew me for all these years, and now you touched down in L.A. and we haven't been talking. Don't call me for help. 600's putting out little snippets of he heard people were snitching.
Like that. Ask anybody you know been to the federal system. Another thing, we got somebody in there right now. You know what he said? They're leaving their cells and going to their floor every 3 or 4 hours. He said they all tell him. He said even if you was going to see a lawyer, you'll go once a week. He said they going all day, every 3 or 4 hours. They all going debriefing.
Well, what's up with this guy and his obsession? Like, why does he want to take down the 60s so bad? The guy 600, because like I'm wondering like what happened. Because he was snitching, like he was telling everything, and Wack100 said, no, he's not telling because I'd go on Clubhouse and I'd leak the information and then he'd report on that. Well, that means you're telling. I mean, what's going on here? Meek Mill already responded to Loose Cannon's fantasy that he extorted Meek Mill and Rick Ross. Now, I'm sure Rick Ross and Meek Mill have been extorted before, but I don't believe this happened, that they just pressed Meek Mill and said they were going to take him out if Rick Ross didn't pay up $50K. I don't know if that happened. Okay, it was a nice little story, but come on. Meek Mill says this guy's been using a story to confuse his indictment because I've never seen him before. I would have put to God's test on the spot. No, you wouldn't have, Meek. Not in L.A., okay? You wouldn't have done that. I never seen Buddy. I don't negotiate with fake thugs. Ask him what chain, because all my chains are the... all my chains some what? Someone blanked it out. Ish. Watches all 300K and up. Meek, I wouldn't brag about that. You're going to be hawking them chains in the next couple years. Like, you don't have an income right now. Like, you don't do any shows, and you're not releasing any music. All you're doing is spending cash. These artists, man, they get cocky, bro. Like, yo. So, Big U, everyone's selling Big U out. We already know that. These guys ain't going to do no time. Everyone's a gangster until they got to go do time. Very rarely does someone sit down and do their time. Even Big Meech was trying to figure a way out of his time. He just wasn't successful, okay? These people you think that are so tough very rarely are. Like Freeway Ricky Ross, that guy is tough, okay? That guy's tough. Oh, people were putting up more. Wack finishes evidence broadcasted at this point. The logical person would have fled. Big U did flee. That's why he had to turn himself in. Brick and Luce didn't. Instead of being proactive, they did a live podcast. When Brick flashed a blicky, that put the feds on high alert because 2 weeks prior, Brick stated he would light the whole building up. I don't know about that. People keep talking about that. It says, Big U, Brick, and Luce really are morons. Wack sacrificed himself by making this public. He gave 3 enough time to go MIA. He was just trying to seem like he was doing that because he knew he was doing the feds' work for the past 2 years. How did Wack100 predict everything 2 years early? Wack100 predicted everything 2 years early mysteriously? Oh, everyone's going down. Look, they're reposting it today. Wack100 predicted
Been a
it.
lot of shit going on in LA. A bunch of going to jail and getting out and ain't telling nobody they went to jail. But I'm going to stay tuned. I ain't going to say nothing on this one. I'm going to sit back and watch the show. Just know, like to come on here and be funny about what is lying about. I don't want to talk about the real. If you we want to see that bail receipt. We want to see why the fuck you out of jail. Because your own homies is called early in the morning talking about went to jail and now they out. And the social media was down 3-4 days. Now it's back on all of a sudden. You own it. Whack, what the fuck is going on? You got from your neighborhood telling us 3 weeks ago certain gonna get picked up on RICOs. 3 weeks later, picked up by the federales. How the fuck did this nigga know that you was gonna been a lot of shit going on?
Exactly. How does Wack know? Then YG. Everyone's trying to get that same LiAngelo Ball look that Neon gave to him. That was a freak accident. That happens every once in a while in music, right? But so we saw Soulja Boy do it. He got in the car, debuted music with Neon, and Neon was Neon's not a A&R. He has a stream. Sometimes a clip is posted and reposted at the perfect time. A perfect storm happens, and something blows up. People ain't on LiAngelo Ball anymore. It's over. Nobody cares. After this Rolling Loud thing, it's over. People don't want to hear new music from LiAngelo Ball. Okay? YG pretends to get up and go to the bathroom, and then Neon starts playing some music. He's like, I don't think I was supposed to play that. Like, it couldn't have been more staged, is my point. It was horrible acting. Horrible acting. Drake is about to debut Nokia. Just drop it, man. Like, just drop it this week. Just drop it. I don't like it when people are like, March 31st, a movie's about to drop. It's a music video. It's a music video, bro. Famous Richard believes that NBA YoungBoy is working with the police. Well, who's going to jail? NBA YoungBoy telling his third time getting released from the feds within 4 years on new charges. On King David, can't do 10 months of a 23-month sentence. First offer was 5 years. That was the police put on me. Dude, most definitely 12. He probably the reason Smirk locked up. What's funny is someone believed that actual helicopters were... Look, see this? See those 4 helicopters in the sky? Each one of those costs $10,000 an hour in the sky, right? What are they, transporting his whole fleet of vehicles? People were like, look, 4 helicopters are bringing NBA YoungBoy back to Utah. No, they're not. They ain't spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to fly him from Louisiana back to Utah with all his cars. These are transport helicopters. People are believing this. It's crazy. Before we get to the last thing, Brick Baby, I found that little thing where he thought he was tough. Here it is right here.
Hey, top of the morning. You know what it is, nigga. It's the biggest, cuz. Hey, it's BET weekend this week. You know what I'm saying? All the steppers gonna be in the city, right? Look, cuz. Telling you like this. I ain't been fucking with niggas. Niggas ain't been on my good side. You niggas been doing real bunk-ass booth shit, right? On the dead homies, nigga. Do not call me when you touch down in the city, nigga. If you ain't been calling, nigga, fucking with a nigga just off GP, nigga, don't call me when you hit the city this weekend. Nigga, bring your security, nigga. Stay out the hood. Stay out the way of hood niggas on 6-0. Some of you niggas, when you see me, you better tuck tail and run, nigga. I ain't gonna lie to you. It's my weekend. It's our weekend. Score weekend, nigga. We gonna call this shit Score ET, nigga. On hood.
On the dead homies, don't drop the soap, Brick Baby. Don't drop the soap. Man, these guys are clowns. They're all gonna sell out Big U. It's gonna be crazy. I feel bad. I mean, in a way I feel bad, but in a way it's like, why did you align yourself with such dummies? And lastly, Napster sold. Napster is like a OG. I don't know if some of you might be too young to know what Napster is, but Napster came out in like the late 90s. And like, if you had an internet connection, you could download all the music you wanted. People would just upload music, and you're doing peer-to-peer. You're downloading it off other people's computers. And you could have thousands and thousands of files of music for free. Now we have streaming, but back then it was just like you were just burning mixtapes. This was like the original iTunes in a sense, just no money exchange. It's funny though, they shut down Napster, right? Like the music label was like, we have to shut down Napster. It's ruining the music business. They shut it down and then they opened iTunes because they did a deal with Apple. Same BS, right? They opened iTunes, which eventually became Apple Music and Spotify. So now for $10 to $15 a month, you can listen to all the music you want. It's crazy. It's crazy how life works. The Sean, what's his name? Parker or whatever his name is. That his name? Sean Parker, one of the creators of Napster. Psh, he must be like, this is nuts. You can't make this up. Tweety, because he's tweeting like a Tweedledee in there, talking about Big U. Anyways, Jordan Tower, JT News. I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.